Okay, we're good. We're back. We're good. Oh, maybe. All right. So we're looking at possibly going to running back here. Oh no, I only got the one pick, so we're gonna go one running back. And I'm looking. Oh, someone just took Josh Jacobs. That son of a bitch. Well, it looks like James Cook is next. Where do I have James Cook? 32. So I have. Yeah. Alright, so that pretty much runs out my ranking, so. We're gonna get rid of that on my screen. Okay. Sorry about that. We're good. Oh, all right. So this is what we're looking at right now: Bijan, James Cook, Olave, Ayuk. So that works. Excuse me. So there's still. How far are we? 55. 6 picks away. We still got guys that are in my rankings. So that's good. I guess I am. Yeah. Evan Ingram's there too. So we're looking at Kincaid, Higgins, Richardson. That's what we're looking at as of right now. Switch over to this. And Richardson goes. So we're looking at Kincaid, Higgins. Kincaid goes. Higgins goes next, I swear. All right. So we're taking Higgins here. All right. All right, so this is what the roster looks like. Olave, Ayuk, Higgins, Bijan, James Cook. That's what we're cooking up right now. I'll just look at the draft board, see some of these teams. McCaffrey, Waddle, Neighbors, Dell, Andrews, Hill, Henry, Kyron, Lamar, Zay, Lamb, Evans, Laporta, Mixon, Rice, Richardson, Kirk, Pacheco, Pittman, Chase. Guy goes Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts back to back. That's pretty good. Just take both the quarterbacks. Just get it out of the way. Be good the rest of the draft. Just got to fill out everything else. It's a good way to do it. I'm not even mad about it. these cards so much. All right. Go back to it. So, I'd say there's... The only quarterback coming up is Dak. You get Kyler there. Joe is... So I got 13 picks in between. I'm hoping Joe Burrow comes back to us. So we're going to take... We're not going to take Ken. I don't want to take Ridley. I'm looking at Evan Ingram. I'm looking at him as my tight end 1. And he takes him. Cool. So Evan Ingram. So that fills out the tight end. So we just got the flex and quarterback basically for starters. Granted, it's best ball, but that's what we're looking at. So I'm looking at Joe. And then from there, it gets interesting. Who the fuck? Brock Bowers just went. Really? Okay. Seems a little early, but Pollard's there for running back. Spears is there. Nick Chubb, Javonte. Javante's interesting. I don't know why I keep hearing he's gonna get cut. Javonte gets cut. I'm fucking mind blown there. Keon Coleman just seems so high to me. Like per ADP, I'm just gonna go Shakir. Like I'd rather take the risk at Shakir at ADP 118 than fucking Keon Coleman ADP like 71, whatever it is. I like Keon Coleman. Like he's not one of my top receivers in this class, but like if we're being honest right now, I'd rather take Shakir and get burnt on a guy that's been in the system for a few years now, had a really good season for where he was in the target share. So yeah, we're gonna go Burrow because I don't want to take McConkey, Worthy, I might go Oh, where's my next pick? 79, and then there's 11 picks in between. I don't think Burrow's getting back to us. I want to get an elite quarterback, so I'm taking Burrow. I'm passing up. I really like Ramondre there. I think Ramondre's in a good spot. That sucks. We'll see what falls back to us, though. Ideally, I think I'd like to take another running back. I mean, some of the shittier running backs that are available versus wide receivers. We'll see what it looks like when it falls back to me. I'm not really set on anybody yet. JSN kinda is an interesting name for me to go for. But we'll see. This is what the roster looks like. Week 12, I'm not going to score a lot of points. So, that's going to be a down week for me. But it's not it's best ball. It's season, so I'm not too worried about it. So Najee's there. I think I'm going Najee. And he takes Najee. Dude, Jesus. So let's go JSN. I want to take JSN. Go JSN and then deal with the consequences later. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I like that wide receiver room. Olave, Higgins, JSN, Evan Ingram, and then James Cook and Bijan. It's pretty nice. Obviously, couldn't get the Chase Burrow stack, but I got Higgins Burrow, so I'll take that. We are 6 picks away, 5 picks. So the only we'll see what's available. Jordan Addison is falling quite a bit. Like, his numbers with Jefferson being there is pretty consistent, though, but it's going to be Sam Darnold throwing the ball. That's pretty tough. Brooks is just too high, in my opinion. All right, let's see what we're rocking with. He takes Addison, cool. Shaheed, Shakir. I kind of want to take Shakir. Take Shakir over, yeah, over some of these receivers. Like week 12, we are not scoring, boys. We are not participating in week 12. We have 2 guys outside of week 12 so far. Thing about getting another quarterback is like, you don't need to take one, right? You could wait. Running back, I feel like there's good enough running backs. They're going to see some type of the field. Wide receivers is where it starts to jump down a little bit, but I still think there's enough starters. And then same for tight end. But we'll see where we're at. Just trying to see if people were jumping. Get about. There go my rip. All right, so we got 2 running backs, 5 receivers, tight end, and we're in a pretty good running back spot here. If he takes Tyjae Spears, I'm gonna flip. Dude, how many people is this guy sniping from me? Killing me. I'm going to go Trey Benson. Nick Chubb is kind of interesting. I kind of want to go for him. That his weightlifting video was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. But he's getting up there in age. It's so crazy seeing Herbert go where he goes. That shit is terrible. For an 80 overall. Alright, so Gus Edwards is there. He takes Brian Robinson. I am perfectly okay with going Gus Edwards. I think the only other running back is Chase Brown that I was kind of looking at in that spot, but yeah, we're gonna go Edwards. So we kind of fill that out a little bit. A little bit of time in between the picks. Is that the other guy that stole some of my guys too? Took Addison, made that easy for me. He took Bowers after I took Engram. So yeah. It's kind of weird that guy went Stafford for his quarterback and he doesn't have anybody on the Rams. Were they available though? That's the thing. So Kupp was available. Kupp was available for him, and he still went. I mean, I guess because of ADP, but it kind of seems weird to go him there. All right. Call command, Josh. I'm kind of looking at Mitchell. I think that's who we go with. Let's go Mitchell. Like, what quarterbacks are still available? Like it's kind of Rodgers and Watson. That's pretty much it. Maybe Will Levis. Oh. So we're at 4-6-1-1. So we still got another quarterback, another tight end. Fill out some running backs and wide receivers. Like tight ends, there's a good enough names to where I'm okay with drafting. Like tight ends, I'm looking at Sinnett's there, yeah. Chig is there, Jelani Woods, Tavion, Dawson Knox. I'd say that's pretty much it, but those guys go pretty far. Mims. Javon Baker. I mean, there's still Douglas. Douglas is still there, so. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Watson kind of... I have a feeling someone's going to take Watson. I don't know why I'm going to mention Watson. Someone's going to take Watson. It's going to happen. They all have 2 quarterbacks, but someone's going to take them. I think Cleveland had one. No. Maybe not. All right, let's see. All right, so we're going to take Watson. That's our 2 quarterbacks. Watson, Burrow. So we're done with quarterback. That's good. So running back, wide receiver, tight end. Sorry. We're coming up on some good wide receivers. The thing that worries me is running back. Like, let's see like who's available running back wise. So Kendry's still there. Jalen Wright. Bucky Irving, Elijah Mitchell. Well, there goes Kendry. Like everyone else, Tank Bigsby is a name I kind of like. Like as far as I can remember, Jacksonville didn't really bring in anybody. So I think it's Tank Bigsby and ETN. Obviously, Bigsby's yards per carry aren't good, but like, think about how much you like Travis Etienne. It's the same thing with like Elijah Mitchell, right? Like you look at Elijah Mitchell's stats. Like, I mean, he gets a good amount of carries, like fantasy wise. Granted, he gets the touchdowns, but it's still what we expect out of CMC. But if CMC misses a game, Elijah Mitchell's having a fucking game. He's obviously the RB2. I don't care what anybody says. It's Elijah Mitchell. Tracy's there. Tracy's another name. For Dynasty, I don't like him, but in Best Ball DraftKings with Singletary being there, which I think Singletary's been fairly healthy, so that kind of is worrisome. But let's see. Let's see where it takes us. You know, I'm thinking we go another wide receiver. It looks like there's a good stretch of running backs. Tyler Algier is another name. It's the same thing. Like, you look at how much work he got. He got 168 carries last season. He got a lot of the goal line work. Obviously, Bijan's going to have an up year, and I'm not taking Algier with Bijan being on my roster. That's just stupid. But if I didn't, I think he's a good backup. So I think we go Douglas. No, we don't go Douglas. We go Wan'Dale. Or do we... Oh, Wright is there. Jalen Wright. There's a lot of names above him, though. We're going to go Wan'Dale. I don't want to go Doug. I like Douglas, but looking at their strength of schedule, I don't know why that's the way it is. So, like, this is going... PFF has a good thing of strength of schedule just based off of where they have defenses. Giants rank 4th easiest for wide receivers, and the Patriots are the 2nd worst. The worst team is Arizona, which is why I'm lower on Marvin Harrison. And, like, Marvin Harrison's being drafted at a ridiculous number, and I love Marvin Harrison and the talent. I think once that team gets better, he's going to be, like, he's up there with Chase and Jefferson and Lamb, all those young elite wide receivers. He's there, right? I think he's there. But, like, the opponents Marvin Harrison is facing is crazy. So, week 1, they have the Bills, which I think their secondary got pretty murdered. Week 2, the Rams. Week 3, Detroit. You know, their secondary is getting better. 4, Washington, their secondary was pretty bad. Rams secondary, I think, was okay, right? But then he's got, listen to this, he's got San Fran, he's got Green Bay, he's got the Chargers, which Chargers still have some good corners. Then he's got Miami, and then he's got Chicago, and then he's got the Jets, and then he's got Seattle. He gets a game against Minnesota, plays Seattle again, gets a game against the Patriots with if Gonzalez is there, Gonzalez is going to be covering him. Gets an easy game against Carolina, and then the Rams again, and then the 49ers. That batch, you're hoping, right? If you have Marvin Harrison in a season long, right? I'm selling him at like week 4. I'm selling him, getting a fucking package for him, right? Like I'm getting an upgrade other places. I'm not saying he's just gonna have a bad game every game, but if you think San Fran, Green Bay, Chargers, Miami, Chicago, Jets, Seattle twice, New England, like that is a tough schedule for him. Now we'll get back into my draft. Say somebody sent me your friend request. Troy Lawrence. Okay. All right. Where are we at? Oh, we're going Bucky. We're going Bucky. Come on now. That's not even up for debate. All right. I'm probably going to regret doing this. Let's see. All right. But yeah, if you guys aren't sub to PFF, I think the amount of information PFF puts out, like, not even like cheat codes, but just the sources they have, it's really useful. So it helps me with my rankings, just seeing that in a sheet versus manually looking at everything. Granted, it helps, right? Like, it just has strength of schedule. So, like, quarterback, it says Bears, Packers, Cleveland, Carolina, Jacksonville, Jets, Tampa. Like, those quarterbacks, per where they have defenses ranked, like, their strength of schedule, right? So it makes it easier. Like, I can easily then go, like, if I'm manually doing this, right, I could go and look at Caleb Williams for the Bears. He gets the Titans week 1. Obviously, they get an elite corner. Texans, their defense is good. Colts, I don't think their defense is special. Their line got better. Rams defense is going to take a tank. Then he's got Carolina, he's got Jacksonville, Washington, Arizona, New England. Green Bay's defense, right? Minnesota, like he's got a lot of favorable matchups out there, which aren't too worrisome. So yeah, I like using it. I think it's a great resource to use. But we're almost on the board again, and we're looking at Chig. I'm going to take Chig again. That is going to be your second tight end. And if someone takes Chig, I swear to God, I'm going to lose my shit. JJ, cool. So we go Chig, and now we're 2 tight end. Good. What round are we in? 16. So we have 3 picks left, right? Nope, we have 4. 4 picks left. We're at 5 running backs, and we're looking at Bucky, Edwards, Benson, Bijan, James Cook. Wide receivers, Olave, Ayuk, Higgins, JSN, Mitchell, Robinson, Shakir, then tight end Evan Ingram and Chig. So, I don't have a Cleveland pass catcher, but I think Elijah... No, there's no way Elijah Moore's still down there, right? Do. Yeah. Did I pass him? There he is, right there. Javon Baker's a name, like, I mentioned New England having bad luck, but still. All right, so we're up in a pick. Oh, this is interesting. You know who I want to go with? We're going to get a Luke McCaffrey share. We're going to get one because I don't think I have one yet. I think this is like my 6th or 7th draft, and I don't think I have a Luke McCaffrey, so I'm going to take him in a draft. But man, I think I'm good wide receiver wise. I kind of want to go a couple more running backs. Maybe like quarterback. I feel really good with my quarterbacks of Burrow and Watson. Granted, both have had health problems, but let's look at what. So 3-5-7-2, 2-6-6-3, 2-3. Holy, this guy's going running backs. Mixon, Montgomery, Mostert. Okay, interesting. So this is why I don't have any wide receivers. I'm just kidding. My man went Claypool. 2-5-7-3, 3-4-8-2, 2-5-8-2. So same build as me. 3-4-7-3, 3-5-6-3, 3-6-7-1. Interesting builds out there. I missed news on Tracy. Why did he fall so far? Edwards-Helaire. Let's go Braylon Allen. Take Jets back up. All right, we got 2 picks left. Quarterback wise, there ain't no one. I think we're sticking with our 2. Tight end wise, we can add a 3rd tight end, which I'm kind of. If Evan Ingram goes down, I don't feel confident going with Chig the entire season. Even though back half of games is pretty good, but 9 points is. 9 points is not anything special, so. Like Jelani Woods. Jatavion Sanders. I'm going to add a 3rd tight end on this build. Let's see what we got. Let's go tight ends. Let's go Jatavion. How many rookies do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 rookies. That's not bad. Not too much. Tavion, baby. All right. We'll get the last pick in. I'm going to end play some college football. Jesus. I need this guy as my fucking teammate. Holy hell. 85, 86? God damn. Alright. 2, 6, 8, 3. How are people with running back? 7, 3, 4, 5. This guy is depending on nothing happening to his running backs. That's crazy. Alright, guys. I'm going to take this pick and I'm going to end stream. I'm going to play some college football. I'll probably live stream if you guys are interested on my gaming channel. But I'm going to get this shit set up.